I have a smorgasbord today. Or is it smorgasbord? Is it smorgasbord or smorgasbord?
Neither.
What is it?
Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. That's what I said.
No, it's not.
What's the date today? Hey Booktube, it's Kim at Middle of the Book March, and this is my Bookish week for Sunday, March 16th. Yep. Yeah, I do have a smorgasbord of things to talk about. Clara's right over there. And so she was trying to help me with my pronunciation. So I did, they all know you're here anyway. So I didn't finish anything last week. I'm not sure when I'm going to finish anything. That's okay. I have 3 books on the go and 2 more coming up very soon. I may finish 2 of these books, but I'll quickly run through what I am reading. And then I have a little bit of a book haul for you at the end. Continuing to read Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. This translation is by Norman Denny. And I think I am halfway through. Yeah, I'm about a little over halfway through in Les Mis. I started The Collective Regrets of Clover by Mikki Brammer. This is her debut novel. This is about a death doula. So she is a person who accompanies people as they go into hospice, and she accompanies them through the end of their life. And I continue to read King, A Life by Jonathan Eig. This is obviously the biography of Martin Luther King Jr. And haven't got much farther into that one. Now, there are 2 books. One, actually, by the time you are watching this video, I will have either started these or very shortly I'm going to start them. This is the last book in the Pineiro project. This is A Little Luck by Claudia Pineiro, and it's translated by Francis Riddle. This is one of the shortest ones. I think Elena Knows is also pretty short, but this book is 208 pages. So I think this is going to be a quick one. And many of our participants have either already finished it or are in the middle of it and say that it's extremely propulsive. So that is going to be good. And I am going to be doing a buddy read with Pat from Book Chat with Pat. And this is Kala by Colin Walsh. It is a novel. He is an Irish author, I believe. I think so. It doesn't have his bio anywhere, but I do believe he is an Irish author. And this is in the seaside town of Kinlough on Ireland's west coast. 3 old friends are thrown together for the first time in years. Helen, Joe, and Mush were part of an original group of 6 inseparable teenagers in the summer of 2003, with motherless, reckless Kala Lannon as the gang's white-hot center. Soon after that summer's peak, Kala disappeared without a trace. So I'm expecting a mystery of some sort. We'll see. So those are the 5 books that I am either currently reading or about to jump into. So let me show you some books that I hauled, that Clara and I hauled, because we went to Used Book Superstore in Burlington, Mass. yesterday on Saturday. And that is one of my favorite places to be. We've been there many times, but it is a road trip for us. So we made a day out of it and we went shopping, lunch, that sort of stuff. But we bought books. And for me, this is a pretty small haul. I actually turned in about 20 books for store credit. And I ended up buying myself 6 new books. So I actually got rid of, unhauled some books, more than I bought, which is good. And you can trade books in there and they give you store credit. So that's what we did. But Clara also bought some books, and she bought books for her niece, my granddaughter. I believe these are all for her. Am I right? They're all for her. They're so cute. So I'm going to quickly show these 2, and then I'm going to show you the books I bought for me. This is Alma and How She Got Her Name by Juana Martinez Neal. This is so cute. On the back it says, Alma is curious about her long name, so Daddy tells his little girl her big story.
You gotta show them the pictures.
I'm going to show them the pictures, but this is so cute. In the first page it says, My name is so long, Daddy, it never fits, Alma said. Come here, he said. Let me tell you the story of your name. Then you decide if it fits. And look at these really beautiful illustrations. It is so cute, and the illustrations are so pretty. Look at this one. It's just so pretty. So that's one of the ones that Clara picked out. Another one is On Market Street. Pictures by Anita Lobel and words by Arnold Lobel. That's the cover of that one. This is a Caldecott honor book. And it's an alphabet book, but look at the pictures. I love these kind of books. Let's see. The merchants down on Market Street were opening their doors. I stepped along that Market Street. I stopped at all the stores. Such wonders there on Market Street, so much to catch my eye. I strolled the length of Market Street to see what I might buy. And I bought, that's the illustration for Market Street. And here comes the alphabet. A, apples. B, books. My granddaughter's going to love this. C, clocks. And D, donuts. I don't know if books or donuts are my favorite page, but it goes on from there. Really, it's just adorable and beautiful pictures. So that was a really good discovery. This next book, Clara said that this is a little series of books for kids. And it is a kind of a kid's biography of different people in history. And she said that, what did you say? That she used to love these books because it introduced her to so many different historical people. And this one is I Am Helen Keller, Brad Meltzer, illustrated by Christopher Eliopoulos. And there's a whole bunch of books like this of I Am, and then it's a little kid-focused biography. But this one is all Helen Keller, and I think it's just adorable. And all of these kids' books that we found, that Clara found, are in really incredible shape. This one is Radiant Child, the story of young artist Jean-Michel Basquiat, and by Javaka Steptoe. And this is a Caldecott Medal Award-winning book. Look at how gorgeous that picture is.
How do you not know Basquiat?
I don't. Here's some artwork. Let me see. This is the artwork in here is gorgeous. Let me find something. That's an example of the artwork. That's an absolutely beautiful book. And just to give you a context for price, this book was $4. It looks to be almost brand new. It's a gorgeous book, and it's just some bargains. Now this one, I didn't know you got this one. This is hilarious, and I don't know if this is for Clara or my granddaughter. I think it's mostly for Clara.
Well, when she gets older,
when she gets older, she'll appreciate this. That's Betty, the story of Betty White. Gregory Bon Sr., illustrated by Jennifer M. Potter. That's hilarious. And she slipped this into the carriage because I didn't even see this one.
I don't know what you're
That
talking
is
about.
so funny. It's basically the story of Betty White. This is going to be so much fun. We love Betty. Get to know the First Lady of Television. That is so cute. I didn't even see that. This one is also almost in perfect condition. This was $6. This is Shark Lady, the true story of how Eugenie Clark became the ocean's most fearless scientist.
Is it Eugenie or Eugenie?
Eugenie, or I'm not sure, Eugenie or Eugenie. Heidi, if you're watching, this looks like a really good book for you to check out for your grandkids. Shark Lady. And look at the end papers. I love those. So, kids' books have the best end papers. Let's see. Let me read the first page. It says, it was Saturday and Eugenie wanted to stay at the aquarium forever. She wanted to smell the damp, salty air and stare at the glittery rainbow of fish. She wanted to keep watching her favorite animals, the sharks. And then it just goes on from there. Really, really adorable, pretty colored pictures. And let's see a few more pages. Big shark. Really cute book. So, Shark Lady. Oh, and this is one of my favorites. Pig the Pug. I love this cover by Aaron Blaby, I think his name is. And this book belongs to Pig. It's so cute. Pig the pug. Look at this picture. Ah! It's so cute. I know my granddaughter's going to love this one. She loves dogs. And this is just looks to be a really funny, cute book. Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say he was greedy and selfish in most every way. It's on the back of the book. So cute. And then this one. This was $3. And it is in pristine condition. I think I had this book. Clara had this book when she was little. I think my older daughter had this book. This is the original Mother Goose. And it has all of these pictures that I believe are original pictures. This is based on the 1916 classic with pictures by Blanche Fisher Wright. And it's just a really beautiful book. I remember having this one. You know, all of these little nursery rhymes and illustrations. Really nice. Naked hardback. Really pretty object. So those are the kids' books that Clara picked out.
We should have gotten more.
And I have a pile of 6 books. I'll quickly show you these. This is actually a school library copy, or a one of those books that you read in school and they buy multiple copies and they give them out to everybody in the class. But this is a book I never read, and I'm really interested to read it. It is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. And I sort of remember the story. I was never assigned this in school, but there were other English classes that did read this book. And I think it was $2 at Used Book Superstore. And I don't think it's ever been read. It may have been an overstock for one of these school copies. So this is part of a series that I've read not most, but I've read a little more than half of the series. However, I have been collecting these older mass market paperbacks of the Outlander series. And I finally found the second in the series. This is Dragonfly and Amber by Diana Gabaldon. This is the second book after Outlander. And these are mass market paperbacks, but the illustration on the front do not have the movie or the miniseries tie-in. And these, I believe, may be original illustrations. And look at the dragon. I love dragonflies, that dragonfly on the cover. So I've been collecting these older mass market paperbacks, and I finally found this one for $2. I have Outlander, Dragonfly and Amber, Voyager, and Drums in Autumn are the first 4 in the series, all in these editions. So I don't know how far up in the series these types of editions go, because I know over time, I don't know if they changed publishers or they just simply changed the graphics. This, I don't know which ones. These are published by Dell. So this is the Dell mass market paperback. Let's see. I picked up a book by Maeve Binchy because I think I've watched a movie or 2 based on her books, but I've never read her books. This one is A Week in Winter. And this is about Stonybridge, is a small town on the west coast of Ireland where all the families know one another. When Chicky Star decides to take an old decaying mansion set high on the cliffs overlooking the windswept Atlantic Ocean and turn it into a restful place for a holiday by the sea, everyone thinks she's crazy. Helped by Rigger, a bad boy turned good who is handy around the house, and Orla, her niece, a whiz at business, Stonehouse is finally ready to welcome its first guests to the big warm kitchen. Log fires and understated elegant bedrooms. Laugh and cry with this unlikely group as they share their secrets and maybe even see some of their dreams come true. That sounded really good. It sounded like something I would love to read. It's set in Ireland, which I love. I really wanted to try one of Maeve Binchy's, and it was at a good price for me. This one is a book I thought I had a copy of, but I do not. I may have at one time, but this is the picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, and this is a Modern Library paperback edition, and the graphics of which I really loved. And if you've watched my channel for any length of time, you know that I am bookishly superficial, And the artwork on the cover, what the book looks like, makes a difference to me. It just does. If there are 3 different versions of one title on a shelf, I will gravitate towards the one that I like the looks of the most. And it also has to be in really good condition. And this one is unread. And it was a little pricier when it comes to a used book. It was $6, but it's a brand new copy in this edition that I really love, so I picked it up. This is a book I read many, many, many years ago and have wanted to reread. I think at this point, it's published a while ago. This was published in 1980. I think at this point in time, the story may be a little problematic, but I did want to reread this because it was an incredibly propulsive series. I think I read the first 3 in this series. This is The Clan of the Cave Bear by Jean Auel. And it's the first novel in the Earth Children's series. This is a weird fantasy-ish book about a human girl and a Neanderthal. I don't know if that's true. It's 2 different, is species the right word? No. 2 different humans in different prehistoric times in history. But it's so, there was a bunch of human overlap, and it's just kind of a fantastical imagining of what that could be like, what could happen. And so I've read this many, many years ago, probably a couple years after it came out, and I found a copy at the right price, and I thought I'd go back to rereading it. And these are kind of reprints, and I actually really like this, the reprint art. The last one is a book that I was just extremely happy to find in paperback. This is Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. This is a new copy that they were selling at a used price, so I absolutely jumped on it. And this is Robin Wall Kimmerer is an Indigenous author, and as a botanist, she's trained as a botanist. And it is Indigenous wisdom, scientific knowledge, and the teachings of plants. I have seen dozens of extremely positive, glowing reviews about this book, and once I saw it, I said I have to buy that one because I just have to, so I did. And that is it for our book haul from Used Book Superstore in Burlington, Mass. If you are in the area and you have the chance to go, it is absolutely worth your time. There's no better used bookstore that I've ever been into. I've never been to a Powell's or to the Strand in New York, so this is the closest I get. But that's it for me for today. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody.